Good morning to Surahman. We are from Group 1. I am going to present Service Maintenance System. Problem statement, Customer and Service Provider. Customer, unavailability of trusted professionals for services, lack of transparency, inefficient communication and scheduling. Service provider struggle to reach potential customer effectively, difficult to build a trusted reputation without a structured platform. 1. Customer experience optimization. Streamline interface, real-time navigation. 2. Provider productivity enhancement, automated job matching. Third, operational efficiency enhancement system, dispute resolution system. Next.
Today I'm going to present about logical diagram, context level diagram. There are three entities, number one is customer, second one is admin, and third one is service provider. Inside figure 1.1 context level diagram, there are three entities you can see now. Is customer, admin, and service provider. First one we're gonna look is customer to service system. So there are few data flows, such as first one we need to see customer to service system. The first one is personal information, and second one is the customer will send maintenance issues to service system. Now we're gonna look service system to customer data flow, such as first one is feedback and second one is invoice. Now we look for the second part is service system to admin. The data flow for service system to admin is service approval. The service system will send a job approval to admin, and service system will send a notification to admin. The only one data flow from admin to service systems is they are gonna send emergency response. The third part is, for the final part is service system to service provider. There are few data flows such as from service system to service provider, such as service request, and they will also send job notification. Lastly is, and also there are three data flow for service provider to service system. First one is maintenance payment, number one. Second one is they're gonna send personal information, and lastly is maintenance rating slip.
Good afternoon everyone. Today I'll be explaining about data flow diagram level 0. So as you can see in this diagram, we have 3 entities, 9 processes, and then lastly we have 4 data store. So as you can see, those 9 processes are requesting order form, and then we have processing service information, approving service information, approving job information, and then we have listing approved job, ordering service request, requesting job form, and then last 2 are summarizing billing information and processing feedback form. Meanwhile, for 4 data store, there are maintenance information, and then we have service provider information, we have job criteria, and lastly billing details. So in this diagram, it actually has clarification and simplification for the user to understand how the information flows from the entity, and then goes into the process, and then goes again into the data store before it get used again by the other process. Other than that, it also gives us some improved communication, such as a reference point for the user and the other user to ensure that they are in the same page. And lastly, this acts as another blueprint for how the system going to look like, so that the programmer knows what their job on how to build a better website for the user to use it.
For this part is about data flow diagram level 1, focusing on the processing of job forms. Here's a brief explanation of each process. First, we go to the 5.1. 5.1 is analyzing job form. Job forms are analyzed. If the form is invalid, it is sent to the 5 invalid job form. If valid, it proceeds as a valid form. And then 5.2 is checking job recruitment. The job requirements are checked against the valid form. If all requirements are fulfilled, it's moved forward as a fulfilled job form. And then 5.3 is processing job approval. The fulfilled form is processed for a job approval. And then 5.4. 5.4 is administering job folder. The job folder is managed after approval. The output is a job approval, and a notification is sent. Data flow each step involves clear inputs and outputs, such as a valid form, fulfilled job form, and job approval.
The demo display and crucial process, which is requesting order form. Process 1 allows the user to insert their particulars such as personal information and maintenance issues. This process goes through each piece of inputted information before it produces an output. This process will bring the output to data store 1 to be used later. So I'm going to show you some of the demo display. Start if the click the register. If the customer want to order request form, they need to become a member first. So they need to fill in their full name, email address, password, confirm password, phone number, and address. This part right here is only for service provider if the user want to become a service provider. So if they don't want to become a service provider, they don't need to click this. They just need to click agree terms and condition and privacy policy. Click register. Here it is for the homepage for the customer only. So this is the crucial process start order request form. This part right here, if you can see from the figure in the presentation slide earlier, this is where the customer will fill in their personal information, their full name, email address, phone number, address, the category of issue, their description of the issue. So the customer can select the preferred date for the service provider to come to their address, and also can select the preferred time. They need to also upload the photo of the issue, and they can also choose the payment method: credit card, PayPal, bank transfer, and cash on delivery, and click I agree to the terms and condition, and click the send the order. So from the service provider will receive the notification that the customer need a service for their issue.
The next part focuses on the crucial data store. One of the most important data stores in the system is the one used for maintenance information. The inputs provided by the user when filling out a request or the form will be stored in the maintenance information data store. This data store holds various important information such as customer details and the type of service requested. Why is it important? Because the stored data will be used in subsequent processes. As you can see, data from maintenance information data store is retrieved and sent to the process called processing service information to assign service providers and schedule appointment.
0